I'm Heather Booth-Martin and I am responsible for teacher training and also I contribute to staff development here at Craven College. The Level 5 Diploma in Education and Training is a 2-year in-service teacher training course. The trainees attend college one afternoon or one evening a week, and they also are practising teachers, so you need to have 100 hours of teaching practice over the 2 years to do the course.
I suppose in very simple terms you can divide it into two halves, if you like. There is the academic theory of teaching. It's felt that that's a very important foundation for going into the classroom, to know why you're doing certain things. And then there's the practical application of that theory.
The skills that we received were excellent, really. I had been teaching since 1987 part-time, and I felt between 1987 and 2006 I had lots of fantastic methods of teaching, but at the same time I had lots of small niggling issues that needed ironing out, and teacher training was the place to actually share those with other teachers who were doing the teacher training and to find an awful lot of different ways of engaging with the learners.
I mean, we do obviously lots of group discussion is in there. We work into 2s, we work in 4s, and we do little mini presentations with ourselves. It's quite sort of very interactive as a group. The people that do come on the course, we're all from very different backgrounds. Like, I'm a sporting background, we have people from foundation degree, we have people from art and design, so it's very sort of totally different learners, different ideas and thoughts about how teaching and learning takes place, and it's very useful in that kind of way that we can sort of see an insight into how different people teach in different ways.
We do transfer what we learn in the class immediately, I would say, because we're all coming into these positions. I've come into this position not having delivered any further education. As I go along, it adds to my existing skills, so constantly every week I will be taking something new in.
One key thing that I can say what I've learned throughout the course, or what I've been made aware of and therefore realise that I do this and I can improve upon, is, for example, a very conscious assessment of the students, not in the way you and I maybe look upon assessments as an examen, but more in terms of where they are to help them do their best. So I've learned to consciously communicate to myself what I'm seeing, rather than just seeing it and reacting without being aware of it. And that being aware of it makes a big difference, because that makes it conscious, and when you're conscious of something you do a better job of it, really.
We have a range of people that come to train to be teachers, so we have quite a few that work at the college. We have trainee teachers from other colleges. We might have people who work for the NHS or work for the police force. So it's a whole breadth of different people that come to train to be teachers here.
It's interesting because I was, and indeed I am, more confident in the classroom because of the training, because of the expert advice I received, but also, in a sense, I still feel I'm at the start of the journey, and that shouldn't be seen as a weakness. So I've got the tools, my toolbox has been very much enlarged, and now it's just constantly a matter of applying those tools and learning from their application.
The one at Craven College, certainly you built very good relationships with other members of staff from, like, I teach fashion but someone else would teach dry stone wall building, but there are so many similarities about getting cross skills that we were able to support each other, and you wouldn't get that mix in many FE colleges perhaps.
I think the most important thing about it is the self-reflection across the course. I think you spend a lot of the time reflecting about your own teaching practices. My own teaching and learning is improved as a result of me being able to look in depth at why I do things and how I do things, and then I've been able to adapt that as the process has gone on, so it has been definitely useful.
So I've worked in the private sector for years, so to come into something like this and do this kind of training, it's given me a completely different perspective, and it has broadened my mind an awful lot.
Teaching has come on such a long way, and learning now about the new theories, the new way of teaching. It's not really, you're not a teacher anymore, you're more of a mentor and facilitator and an inspiration to the students, and that's really what I'm learning throughout the 2 years, that it's not about teaching, it's about what you give as a person.